Good morning and welcome to Frank School. Boy, it's been a long time. This is the 7th year, 118th day, first video of more. And now it's time to deal with the state of the school, 2020, looking back at last year. I do this once a year. It's time to do it. I have been off, I have not posted a video on this channel since October 27th. It's been about 2.5 months. Why is that? Well, I won't be able to cover it all in just one video. I'm going to try to adjust this camera. It's been long enough that my lighting, my camera, I'll probably have a lot of this stuff wrong. It's been a long time. But, it occurred to me that Louis the 14th, I think it was, said, "L'État, c'est moi," the state, it's me. I thought to some extent I could say, "L'école," the school, "c'est moi." I am Frank School. And what is the state of the school? Well, it nearly died. I had a near-death experience about a month ago. Now, that's not why I'd already been off YouTube for so long. But I suffered a fall in the barn. It wasn't a very high fall, but I fell against an unforgiving blunt object against my chest. I broke ribs, multiple ribs. I had to have a splenectomy. I had to have my spleen taken out, and I almost died of internal bleeding. Two doctors warned my wife that I might not make it, but I did. I've lost a lot of weight. I probably look not nearly as well as I did last year at this time. But anyway, that's one thing that I needed to address. I think I'm going to beat that. I think I'll probably never be back to the strength and weight that I once was, but I think I'm going to beat it. So anyway, that's one of the reasons. The other reason, really, I'll come to it down here. I'll tell you about that down here. I don't want to be very long today. During 2020, global warming, as far as I'm concerned, is still the single biggest issue in the world as far as humans are concerned, and way more than humans. Life itself. There's the biggest issue. It remains so, but it has been pushed back a little bit because of the arrival of COVID-19. Some of this stuff is just so obvious, but when I did my last video, COVID-19 had not yet appeared when I did this a year ago. And that, of course, has been enormous in people's mind. And so many people look back at the year 2000 saying it was a year that was one of the worst years ever. And then there has been the United States presidential election right here at the end. These are huge, huge news items in general, not just for Frank School, and this is obvious. There's the biggest one of all, as far as I'm concerned. But COVID-19, in a sense, I hesitate to say this, but has come as a grim solution, not solution, but softener of global warming. It is major. It's not going to go away. And the U.S. election, no doubt, will heal from that too. But it has been enormous. And it's not for this site to really talk about that. All right, now the other reason is back around the time of the presidential election, there was so much talk, and that's all people talked about, the presidential election that was coming up, and it continues to be sort of like that. I decided, people know what I think already, so I'm going to go travel. I'm going to just turn my attention elsewhere for the time being. And I began a virtual, free, online tour of Portugal, Spain, and the Alps. That is ongoing. We have been traveling, I have been traveling, welcoming anyone who wanted to come along for 62 days now. But I've posted it on Facebook, on my Facebook page, which Frank Hansenson, you could go look if you wanted to. And that makes it pretty hard to follow. I probably will now this year, when I've finished the tour that way, I'll wait until then. Then I'll come back and I'll post it on this channel as well. It's kind of a second draft. I think I'll do that. But that's taken up a lot of attention. It's been a kind of an amazing experience for me. And if you're curious, you could go to Facebook, Frank Antonsen, and maybe today I'll be posting the 63rd day we're in the Alps. So that has been going on, and that would explain, that would fill out, more than fill out, really, this time that I've been absent. Well, that's the start. I've got, of course, more to say. There'll be more to the state of the school. But now I've begun it. You can see I'm still alive, and I probably as early as tomorrow I'll post again. Bye for now.